Hello, I'm Sorrel and today I'm going to be cooking banana, date and almond granola. So we're going to begin by taking 200 grams of dried dates, which I've roughly chopped, and just pop them into a pan. 200 ml of cold water, and then 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And this will stop your granola burning when we pop it into the oven later. And so we're just going to pop that onto a medium heat, and we're going to cook that until the dates have really broken down and are really soft and jammy. Could take about 10 minutes. Stir regularly so it doesn't stick, and it could burn, so just keep an eye on it. So we're not using any refined sugars. The sweetness will come from the dried dates and the bananas. Okay, so we're there. It's gone really lovely and jammy. The dates are nice and soft. You could blend it if you wanted a slightly smoother texture, but I'm gonna leave it like this. So next we're gonna take 2 bananas and peel them. This is a great way to use up bananas if they're sort of looking a bit bruised, blackened. This is a really great way to use them. And just give those a quick mash. So these will add flavour, sweetness, slight creaminess to the granola. Okay, 2 mashed bananas. And now 100 grams of almond butter. So this is, I think, 170, so just over half a jar. And you could use cashew butter, peanut butter, whatever you fancy. I just love the taste of almonds. And just give that a good mix together. And all these things will give you a really good energy boost in the morning, slow release. So the almond butter, the banana, and the oats, of course. Okay. And next we're going to add our dates that we cooked earlier. So the dates, coconut oil and water, which I've just let cool a little bit. And give that a really good mix together. Okay, so now we're going to add our dry ingredients. I've got 150 grams of roughly chopped whole almonds. Again, you could use cashews or any other sort of nut. And then 150 grams of mixed seeds. So this is pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, linseeds and sesame seeds. Again, be flexible. You can shake that up a little bit. And then we're going to add our oats. So these are Pimhill oats, organic obviously. Pimhill was one of the first farms to go organic in 1949. So this is 500 grams of the oats. So this is you can see it's quite a big batch. It's going to make about 1.2 kilos. Keep you going. It will last for a good few weeks, so it's worth making a bigger batch. So just give that a really lovely mix together until everything's well combined. All your oats are coated in the banana and date mix. You might need a bigger bowl than I've got here. Okay, so I've got a lined baking tray here. You might need 2, maybe even 3 of this size to fit all your granola on. You just want a thin, even-sized layer. And just spread that out. So into the oven for 10 minutes, then we'll check it after 5 and then another 5, and probably 25 to 40 minutes should do it. Okay, so our granola's cooked, we've let it cool. This is one of 3 trays. So to this, you can add any dried fruit if you want. So I've got some raisins here. You could add dried apricots, sultanas, even some more dates. So total for that whole batch would be 100 grams. And just give it a little mix. So you can eat this straight away, or you can pop it into a jar and it will last 2 to 3 weeks in a jar. If you want it to last even longer, pop it into small bags and stick it in your freezer for about 3 months. So my favourite way to enjoy this granola is with a good dollop of the brown cow strawberry and vanilla yoghurt. If you wanted to keep it vegan, of course, use a dairy-free alternative. And we're going to take a good few spoonfuls of our granola. There we go. Okay, so to the bowl we're going to add some sliced banana and then a handful of raspberries and strawberries. And they're obviously British at the moment. And there we have it, probably my perfect breakfast. Gorgeous.